Now in C++, there are two different ways to control a loop. The first one that you have already learned is called count controlled loop, where the loop control variable starts with some initial value. In this case it is 1. The condition is set to some kind of final value. In this case it is 10. That is, the loop will iterate until the value of loop count equals greater than 10. And finally, an arithmetic operation such as increment or decrement or something else to modify the value of the loop control variable. Here it is just incrementing the value of loop count. Now, every time while designing the software, it is not possible to come up with the automatic modification criteria like this. So in that case, whether the loop will be executed for the next time or not, or let's say whether it will be iterated again or not, that totally depends on a user specified value. When it is like that, when the next execution or the next iteration of the while loop depends on the user input, then it is called sentinel controlled loop. Or for your easy understanding, I can say it like a user controlled loop. In here you can see an example program. So here the loop control variable name is in_char. So first of all, I have initialized it with a character called y. Then I am checking the condition, and so the loop will iterate until the value of this loop control variable in_char is not equals n. So that's the condition. Now here is the until the condition is true, it will execute these lines inside this while loop. Now here is the main difference. If you observe this line, instead of doing any arithmetic operation like increment or decrement or something else, I am asking the user to give some input, and based on this user's modification or the new value inserted by the user, the next iteration of the while loop depends. If the user enter yes or any other character like y, u, a, b, c, d, x, y, whatever it is, anything other than y, other than n, the while loop will continue iterating like this. And whenever the value of this in_char, if the user input is n, then it will simply break down the loop and come out of this loop. So here the major difference between the sentinel or user controlled loop and count controlled loop. In count controlled loop, the modification is an arithmetic increment or decrement or some kind of arithmetic operation. Automatically it modifies the value in each iteration. But in sentinel or user controlled while loop, the value of the loop control variable is modified by user input, and based on that user input, it depends whether the while loop will be iterated next time or not.